Before I start this guide, I want to thank Pursuant Duke for uploading a scan and the accompanying text instructions from the official guidebook onto Trueachievements.com. You saved me half the work, thank you. If you're someone who prefers text guides over video guides, there's a link in the description if you're not watching this on TA already. Keep in mind, though, that the order that the book has you do it and the order that I'm going to do it are very different, so I'll make sure to include somewhere which number of mine corresponds to which number in the book. Now let's get started. In an attempt to make this guide easy to understand, I've broken up all the statues into clusters. The first cluster of 5 statues begins on the left-hand side of the map, with the first statue being found halfway up the fountain staircase. From here you want to head west and follow the road as it curves south until you come to a small alleyway on your left. The next statue will be right on the corner. Continue on the same road as it curves back east. Take your second left and then a right, and then the statue should be halfway down the alleyway. Follow the alley all the way through and you'll come out next to the Coliseum. Enter through the northwest entrance and you'll find the next statue right on your left. Exit the Coliseum through the southeast and take a hard right to head towards the fountain. You'll find the next statue on the rim. The second cluster, consisting of 6 statues, begins by heading south out from the fountain. Follow the highway until you get to the first rotary. This statue will be on a hill on the west side. Continue heading south into the second rotary. This statue will be under the bridge on the east side. Take the freeway exit and head north until you come into a construction zone on your left. You're going to have to shoot this one. From here you'll need to head south back down the road you came. Take a left at the first intersection, a right at the horseshoe road, and the statue will be in a building to the right of the staircase. Heading east, you'll eventually come to another construction zone. This statue is on a narrow path right in front of one of the cinematic jumps. For the last statue in this cluster, go over the jump and take the road you land on to the end. Make a left and the statue will be under some scaffolding on your right. The next cluster contains 4 statues and begins by heading east. Take the first left and you'll find this first statue next to a staircase on the sidewalk. Follow that sidewalk and you'll come to the next one next to a billboard, as well as a dumpster that's a weapon stash if you've unlocked it yet. From there you'll want to take the road that leads south and turn left onto the alley. There'll be another small alley that branches off, and that's where you'll find this one. Taking the longer alley immediately to the west, you'll find the next one on top of one of the cinematic jumps. The next cluster of 5 statues begins by continuing southward. Continue south until you come to a 3-way intersection. The statue will be in a semicircle on top of some stairs on the right side of the road. Going further south, you'll come to a rotary that's also an entrance to the highway. There are 2 statues here. One is immediately to the south, while the other one's inside a pipe in the construction zone in the center of the circle. From here you want to head east to the casino. This statue will be in a narrow passageway on the back side of the building. Just to the east of the casino, you'll find a road that juts out into the water. The statue will be on the lowered walkway on the west side. From here you'll have to head north to the next cluster. This one contains 5 statues. You'll want to take the first left, and then an immediate right down an alleyway to find the first statue in this cluster. The next statue is just to the north in a courtyard. It's on a ledge above the staircase. Just to the north of that statue, you'll find an abandoned metro tunnel that branches off the main road to the west. This statue is right at the bottom. Immediately after exiting the tunnel, turn left down an alley and right down another side alley, and you'll find the next statue on the right-hand side. From here you need to go west until the road comes to a point at a three-way intersection. Down the center there will be an alley where you'll find the next statue in front of some stairs. The next cluster is the longest one, containing 11 statues, and begins by taking the road that heads north. You'll come to an alleyway on your right. The statue will be down this alley in an open area. Continue following the alley east and it will curve north. You'll find the next statue across the street next to some trash. Continue to follow the alley as it heads east. Take the second right and you will find the statue against the wall at a three-way intersection, not between the palm trees as the guidebook says. From here you'll need to head northeast to an open area. Here you'll find another abandoned metro tunnel. Take this one to the end and you'll find the next one. Exit this end of the tunnel and make a U-turn. You'll find the next statue against a wall on the north side of the road. From here you'll have to turn around and head west. Follow the road as it curves north, turn right at the end, and you'll find the next one in a triangular alcove. Heading west, you'll eventually come to an alley that heads north and bridges over the freeway. The statue is right in the center of this bridge. This bridge also counts as 2 cinematic jumps if you hit it from either side. Turn right immediately after crossing the bridge, and you'll find the next statue at the far east underneath a raised walkway. This walkway is also 2 cinematic jumps. Continuing east, you'll come to an intersection that makes an X. The statue is in the northwestern glass building. Taking the road that leads northeast out of the intersection, you'll come to the next statue on the south side of the road on a ledge. You can shoot this one down if you want to, but you don't have to. You can continue heading northeast until you come to the next statue, which happens to be next to a ramp that leads up to the one before it. Continue east to get to the next cluster of 6 statues. This one has a little bit of backtracking. At the first 4-way intersection you come to, you'll find the statue in the middle of a grass circle. Now, I accidentally smashed it when I was scouting out the location, so that's why it does not appear here. The next one is immediately underneath this one. Head out into the metro tunnel and you'll find it right at the bottom of the stairs. Continue east from the intersection, and you'll find the next statue in a patch of grass on the north-hand side of the road. Moving further east, you'll find the next statue in a grass circle on the south side of the road right before an alleyway. Now you'll need to head back west to the 4-way intersection. Turn right to head north and take the first left, and you'll find this statue in the center of a playground. The next statue is just to the northeast on top of a staircase next to the main road. From here, you'll want to take the road north and follow it until you come to a dirt path that branches off the south side. The statue will be halfway down this path in the center. The next cluster contains 6 statues spaced rather far apart. The first statue is in the northernmost part of the map, in the northwest corner of what is apparently a hospital. From here, take the road that leads out of the northwest corner and follow as it curves south. You'll come to a park on your right. Enter the park through the north entrance and you'll find the statue amongst some rocks. You'll probably have to shoot this one. Take the road that leads east out from the park. Follow it until you come to a straightaway and you'll find this statue on top of a wall on the north side. You'll have to shoot this one too. Continue following this road until you come to an intersection. Take the road that goes east. Follow it until you come to a road that branches off diagonally. This statue will be in an alleyway immediately to the east of this road. From here, head southwest to the rotary with a large statue in the center. The cat statue will be on a hill on the northeastern side. Head east from the circle. To the north of the road, immediately after the first intersection you cross, you'll come to an alleyway where you'll find the statue behind a tree. The next cluster has 8 statues, also spaced rather far apart. After a lengthy drive east from the last statue, you'll come to an alleyway that's essentially just a staircase. The statue will be on a ledge right above these stairs. Head east from the alley, and you'll come to the second Colosseum. In the southeastern corner, there's a breakable gate, and just to the left on the other side, there's a statue underneath the scaffolding. Continuing east, the road will make a U-turn with the dirt path breaking off. On a ledge down this dirt path is where you'll find the next one. You can shoot it or you can just launch your car off the edge. Following the road as it heads south, you'll find the next statue right in the middle of the road before the tunnel. At the end of the tunnel, you'll come to an intersection. Make a left to go south, but don't take the road. Take the elevated sidewalk, and you'll find the next one. Follow this road until you come to another intersection. Turn left to go south again, and then the first right, and you will come to a construction zone. Inside the long pipe is where you'll find the next statue. From there you'll need to head back east and then back north. Cross the highway and take the road to the end. At the end, make a left and you'll find the next statue on top of some shipping containers on the south side of the road. You'll have to shoot this one. Diagonally across the road, you'll find a cluttered alleyway. The next statue is in this alleyway on top of a balcony, and you'll have to shoot this one too. The next cluster consists of only 4 statues, and is found by continuing down the road west. At the end of this road, there's a large plaza. In the northwestern corner of the plaza, there's an alleyway where you'll find the next statue. In the main portion of the plaza, there are 2 underground sections. In the southern underground section, you'll find the next statue against the northeast wall. Exit the underground section and turn east, and you'll find the next statue right on the street corner. From here, you'll want to head west until you come to a string of pedestrian overpasses. The statue will be under the easternmost one. The next cluster of 5 statues continues with a lengthy drive west. You'll come to an alley on the south side of the road with 3 entrances. Take the central entrance and you'll find the statue against the archway. Continuing west, you'll come to a triangular intersection and an alley that branches off to the northeast. You'll find the statue in a small courtyard. Continue following the alley until you come to the cathedral. Drive around to the other side and you'll find the statue on top of a staircase. Take the path that leads north out from the cathedral and you'll find the statue underneath the construction zone. Immediately across the street from this one, you'll find the next statue among some pillars. The next cluster of 4 statues begins by following the road east. On your left, you'll find a small park with a fountain in the center. The statue will be right next to a horseshoe staircase. Just east of the staircase, you'll find a parking lot, where the statue can be found in the northeastern corner. To the northeast of the parking lot, you'll find the grassy section. On the other side, you'll find a courtyard with the statue just behind the left wall. To the west of this courtyard, you'll find the next statue underneath the elevated walkway. The next cluster begins by heading westward from here. It contains 6 statues, all fairly close together. You'll come to a glass building on the north side of the road, where you'll find the first statue of this section. Continuing westward down the same road, you'll come to an open area where you'll find the next 2 back-to-back. The first one's on top of a balcony on the street corner, and the next one's immediately across the street on top of a water fixture. Take the road that heads south out from the area, and you'll find a winding alley. Take this alley and you'll find the first of the remaining 3 halfway through. In the plaza, you'll find the second one in the southeastern corner. And the third one you'll find in the eastern branch, halfway through the alley. The next cluster contains 6 statues and begins south of your current location. You'll find a winding road with parks on both the north and south side. In the north park, you'll find the statue in the center of a circle right in front of the cinematic jump. And in the south park, you'll find the statue right in the center. Follow the road east until you come to a 4-way intersection. Head south and then take an immediate right, but be careful not to fall into the tunnel. It's a lengthy way back around. Carefully drive along the side to the back where you'll find the next statue. Head back to the intersection and you'll see an alley to the northeast. Take this alley all the way to the end and go into the building. You'll find the statue immediately on your right. You'll have to shoot this one. Continue on through the building and take a hard right when you get to the end. You'll find the next statue on a balcony, and this one will have to be shot as well. Head eastward until you come to a bridge. The next statue will be on the stairs. The next 4 statues are to the northeast and can all be found in the park. Take the lower road from the bridge to head north. At the end, make a right to head east, and you'll come to the park. Just inside the park to the right, you'll find the first statue on an island. Diagonally across the park from the island, on the other side of the building, you'll come to a monument. The statue is at the back of this monument. You'll have to get this one on foot, meaning you're going to have to shoot it. From here, make your way up onto the bridge. The next statue will be in a small alcove on the west side. The last statue in the park can be found in the center of the hedge maze. You'll have to get this one on foot as well as shoot it, unless you can manage to work a motorcycle through. The next cluster of 4 statues begins by heading east out from the park. Follow the road until you get to the northeastern entrance to the warehouse. Here you'll find the next 2. The first one is right up against the wall. The second one's a little more hidden. You'll find this one behind some trash beyond some blue gates to the west side of the building. To To the west of the warehouse, you'll find another park. Just to the northeast of the bridge that cuts the park in half, you'll find a monument where the statue is directly below it. To the southwest of the park, you'll find the next statue on a hill right before the entrance. The next cluster of 6 begins by taking the road that heads out of the southeast corner of the park. Follow this road until you come to a large grass patch in the center. The next statue will be against a building. Continuing westward for a bit, you'll come to a courtyard where you'll find the next statue behind a wall. From here, you'll have to backtrack east a bit until you come to the road that heads south. You'll find the next statue tucked in a corner just to the west of the Contemporary News building. Continue down this road as it heads west and take your first right. You'll find the next statue behind a big red kiosk. From here, you'll want to head in a northwestern direction, where you'll find the next statue in the middle of an open area. The last statue in this cluster, you want to head south, where you'll find it in one of 2 small alcoves along the seawall. And for the final cluster of 4 statues, you want to begin by heading west. Take your first left, and you'll find the first of the remaining 4 statues on top of some stairs. The next statue is immediately to the west on a balcony. You'll have to walk up to and shoot this one. Continuing west along the building, you'll find the next one underneath the staircase. And you'll find your 100th and final statue underneath the pedestrian bridge. I hope you all found your missing statues, and thanks for watching.